Got a penalty flag down.
Skip pass sets up Gabord, and it's time to pluck a chicken.
Walden. Score another one here. Right on cue. He goes upstairs.
Levine with some speed. Levine fakes a pass. Levine all the way is going to fire and score.
Up top, Bruin. He wants a shot,
and he's got it. Wow.
But a good one-handed scoop up.
Roy, and then he lights the lamp. Lowers that left shoulder and fires up the Cougar fans. Look at this.
Nice play.
Fake shot by Brunzik, and then he drills it on his way to the ground.
Chase. Extra feed.
Shot, score, game over. Bouvier upstairs. He atones.
Redemption. 35 seconds. Collins is open.
The passing shot is going to win the game for Portsmouth.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome here to Manchester. Nick Anastas, Rich McDonough with you, getting set for our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by the New Hampshire Tomahawks. It's the Oyster River Bobcats and the Derryfield Cougars, two playoff-bound teams in Division 2. I'm going to lay it all on the line here in some regards. As we mentioned, playoff field set, Rich. We were talking just a moment ago off the air. These two teams know their future next week when the tournament begins, but senior night here in Manchester, always a big deal for the seniors. And Oyster River, they want to keep things going in a positive direction.
Absolutely, and I've coached here as an HB head coach, and I know Chris Hetler, the AD and head coach here. They do a wonderful job. Senior night's special no matter who you are. Oyster River, first-year head coach Brendan McKenna doing a great job. It's their third head coach in 3 years. Oyster River, and they come in at 11-3. Derryfield's 14-2. Derryfield has locked the 2 seed, and Oyster River just had a pretty impressive win over St. Thomas, 11-4, and we'll talk a little bit about the granularity of that in a moment. But they've got great momentum, 8 in a row,
right?
And they kept Portsmouth close, they kept Winnacunnet close, and this is a good team. Looking forward to it.
Derryfield at 14-2, the number 2 spot is theirs. The Bobcats able to clinch the number 5 spot. All right, when we come back, it's game time here at the top of the hour in the Queen City. 2 championship contenders about to battle on senior night. Derryfield, Oyster River, coming up next. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by the New Hampshire Tomahawks.
The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse, not just in the state, but in the country. For over 20 years, 95% of New Hampshire All-Americans have been Tomahawks. Looking to get recruited? Their directors help each athlete find the right college fit through individual guidance, strong relationships, and consistent communication with college coaches. The Tomahawks prepare players to compete at the highest level, providing access to the best regional and national tournaments for maximum exposure. More than 1,000 alumni have gone on to compete at the collegiate level, including the ACC, Big Ten, Big East, Ivy, Patriot, NESCAC, NE10, and more. At the New Hampshire Tomahawks, players train with the same coaches and teammates, building elite skill, chemistry, leadership, and confidence. Every session combines high-level, position-specific instruction for all positions. The New Hampshire Tomahawks offer year-round training camps and leagues for ages 3 to 18 and spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another lacrosse program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse, not just in the state, but in the country. For over 20 years, 95% of New Hampshire All-Americans have been Tomahawks. Looking to get recruited? Their directors help each athlete find the right college fit through individual guidance, strong relationships, and consistent communication with college coaches. The New Hampshire Tomahawks offer year-round training camps and leagues for ages 3 to 18, and spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse.
We've got a ground ball battle that's won by Oyster River as we begin things here in Manchester. Nick Anastas, Rich McDonough. Final game of the regular season. Oyster River and Derryfield, two legitimate Division II contenders. This one should be fun tonight. Oyster River and the Road Blacks are going to get a shot that ricochets off the crossbar. This one rolls out of bounds and will stay at this end, but that one came in hot towards junior goaltender Liam England, one of the players to watch tonight, Rich, in net for Derryfield.
Yeah, he's terrific. I'm a goalie, and I've been watching him play for years, and got to do a Coach Hetler clinic with him, and just a great all-around kid. Excellent hand-eye coordination, as you have to anytime you play for a great goalie himself like Chris Hetler.
Right.
And he's going to see some hot shots tonight. These Seacoast kids can bring it.
It's Demetrius Sekiris, one of the junior middies. Pretty good spin move. Elects to pass it out instead. And Toby Berger-Killo, another member of this sophomore class, playing up top here, number 13 in black. And now walking this thing to a crawl is Carter Michaud. You guessed it, another sophomore. Young team for head coach Brendan McKenna. But they arrive on fire, winners of 8 in a row. Here's a shot low. That one stopped by England for his first save. And Derryfield has their first possession.
And you saw him track that all the way, got his blade down to the 5-hole right there. Great vision. You want to maybe get him going side to side more. And as you saw, he's a good athlete, gets it over one man clear right there, Nick.
So the attack on the move for the first time for the home team in white here. It's the Cougars, 14-2 under longtime head coach Chris Hetler. Already secured the number 2 seed for the upcoming Tenfield Division II tournament.
Yep. Winnicott number 1.
This one around the horn before it ends up on the doorstep, and this one kicked away by the sophomore goaltender Grant Norris. Good piece there, but the ground ball ends up with the Cougars.
And Norris a good goalie. He had 12 saves, yielding just 4 in that win over St. Thomas the other day. 11-4 win, and they're going to see them again as they host the 4-5 game next week.
Back door wide open, and there's the bouncer for the game's first goal. Garrett Land. Slide comes over, Land is open, pass from Ryan Maxwell on the money, and it's 1-0 Derryfield.
Yeah, just too much space there for a terrific player like Land. Anytime he catches with that much time and space, it's back in the net all the way, especially when you're on the doorstep.
Come on, Hattie!
So Maxwell the assist, Land the goal. And it comes with 2.5 gone by here in this opening quarter. So 1-0 Derryfield.
Face-off battle is going to be huge. Great job early on by, Levesque.
But a turnover. Ball on the carpet before the long pole got a track on it. Still taking a bounce here. This one waist high before it's batted away and scooped back towards the goaltender where Norris is waiting. Norris throws this one deep down the field. Played off the bounce by Derryfield. Good play. It's Vittorio Massini, one of the junior midfielders, still on the run. Massini tiptoes, fires a lefty shot and scores. Going to beat Norris low to make it 2-0 Cougars. Pretty move by Vittorio Massoni.
Yeah, Massoni's a terrific player, all-stater on the watch list right there along with his brother Patrick. And, he played that miss. Beautiful recovery on the bounce. One man clear. Did the whole job himself, almost coast to coast. And that is why he will be getting votes next week. 2 goals, 41 seconds apart for Derryfield. So 2-0 Cougars. I see Coach McKenna addressing the bench.
as he walks up and down the visitor sideline. Clean win at X for Jack Hatfield, the junior for Derryfield. First win for the Cougars there.
Yeah, Hatfield's terrific, but flexing his muscle early on right there was Cole Levesque doing a terrific job. Took the first two, but a guy like Hatfield's going to get himself on track.
Backdoor intercepted.
Got a piece.
That one read well by KV Weber, the senior defenseman headed to Maine Maritime.
Yeah, Paul's here in the defense, and we'll talk about that. And then a surprising first-year player, very surprising, in Max Person. And Coach McKenna's got to like what he's seeing and developing.
In transition, Bobcats looking to get on the board here 4 minutes in first quarter. And Oyster River elects to pull it back out.
So they got to get their guys, Jeff Kais and Moody and Smart. And then another first-year player is this kid Blake Callender. He wears number 15. He had 4 goals versus Kingswood, and he is showing that he's got chops.
Alex Moody, one of the senior leaders, going to give it up here on the near side wing. Sets up a one-on-one up top for Sekiris. Now we get a whistle and a turnover here by the visitors.
Interference, moving pick since we're in NBA semi-season.
We are.
Go Knicks.
An easy clear here along the near side for Derryfield's Patrick Massoni. Mentioned his brother earlier. This pass off target. A little bit of a collision. The officials let it go. And Oyster River produces a turnover.
We got good refs here. We've seen these guys recently, Nick.
Yeah, Tim Bethke, Mike Toth, 2 veterans.
Yeah, Bethke's got his back to us right here. They're in good hands tonight. There'll be no yelling at the refs, I think.
Meanwhile, you can hear the wind blowing a bit here. We've seen gusts up to about 30 miles an hour pregame. And on the clear, Bobcats looking to get it up top. Instead, the pass knocked down. We get a push. And it's going to stay here with Oyster River.
But good stick there by Alex May on kind of a retreat knockdown right there. But yeah, this wind here at the Cougar Bowl, I coach here a number of times, whether at Tomahawks or as a HB coach, it never surprises, Nick. It's just windy.
Yeah.
And we see one of the senior night balloons blew away earlier.
Meanwhile, Oyster River trying to crack the code here as we move towards the midway point first quarter. Pass through the crease, snubbed out, and England ends up with it. Goaltender going to take his time surveying before leaving the net as Derryfield looks for the clear. Short pass near side. Patrick Massoni, the junior, turns on the gas. The long pole sets it up. Coach Hetler wants to get personnel in place here as his team looks to go up 3-0.
It was a good job at going up the ladder right in front of us. We could see the dynamics of that clear. Just win your matchup, create the 2-on-1s, easy as pie.
Here's Maxwell. Goal line extended, shake and bake. Nobody open.
He's
going to
so
trot behind the here to attack one-on-one.
He's so shifty. Do you see how his feet bounce? He's really crafty.
Got the big body defender on him, forced to give it up. Shot there is wide. Pretty good look.
Yeah,
for Derryfield's Emerson Stover.
And that was outstanding. You got the slide, got the switch, and nearest the ball were the Bobcats right there.
Right. Good hustle on that far side from Oyster River's Finn Rice, the senior long pole defender. Short pass gets it done here. Now Dom DeRosa, one of the senior leaders, going to circle around a bit.
He's a D specialist, so he'll sub off.
Coming up in 5 minutes first quarter, Oyster River still looking to crack the ice here as we get a drop pass. Long pole in the hunt is Alistair Rice for Derryfield. Double team spin move. Surviving the game here is Alex Moody. He takes a tumble after that shot. That ends up wide right.
He's going down to play at UMass Boston. He had 4 goals against St. Thomas the other night and an assist to go with.
Oyster River comes in, winners of 8 straight, including that victory over the Saints. 11-3, right behind Derryfield at 14-2. Again, both teams know the seeding. Oyster River will be number 5, Derryfield number 2.
And Derryfield will play the winner of the Hollis Brookline Timberlane 10-7 game.
Backdoor, shot high.
Wow, Wright got a pull in there just at the last second to disrupt the rhythm right there. make that shot go wide. And then on the line, great job on the run out by Bradley.
Yeah, Sam Bradley, the senior.
And we've seen him do that before. We were here on that chilly evening a while ago.
Yeah, first week of the season we were here.
Right, playing the Miss, an epic game with Winnicott.
Meanwhile, that one brushed off one of the player's shoulders, ends up out of bounds.
Yeah, it was just a long pass by Cersoni, and just, too many opportunities to get a knockdown right there.
Meanwhile, we've got a good crowd here gathering despite the wind here in Manchester. Oyster River, they've brought their fans apparently from the seacoast. You can see them.
They're representing, Nick.
Yeah, they're behind the visitor bench. Home field fans, home team fans are on the home side. Meanwhile, shot and score. Keeping it low there, Garrett Land, number 2 for the senior early. 3-0 Cougars with inside of 4 minutes to go first quarter.
That was a nice little slippery shot.
Rather unexpected.
There's Cersoni.
Through a crowd there, yep.
Oh, that was the earlier miss. There's the ground ball and a pickup. And then great recognition to understand that the formation in the D had collapsed, and he went right down the slot right there, took advantage of it. Nice job.
Meanwhile, on the faceoff, coming in from the wing is the long pole, Max Person.
And they never give up.
Yep. Got a double team, a strip. Hatfield end up with the ground ball. Short pass over midfield to Mitch Labby. Out in front, a low offering there from Dominic Cersoni. The junior whiffs wide, so it's 3-0. Derryfield looking to keep the pressure on, though, in the final 3.5 of the quarter.
That lefty had some serious zip on it, didn't it, Nick?
It did. Cut right through the wind.
Not up here.
Here's Cersoni. Wants a one-on-one. Weber, the defender. Gonna make a move to his right, spin to his left, draws a slide, and retreats back behind the net.
Pretty good D right there by Holden Mount.
Got a drop ball here. Vittorio Massoni may have taken his eye off it. This one's still loose on the turf. And we've got a pig pile. Juggling. Hatfield trying to kick it out. It ends up with the goaltender.
Nobody wanted that one. Reminded me of kind of a U9 scrum there, Nick.
Norris ends up putting out the fire, and the goaltender going to help out on the clear as well here. Inside of 3 minutes, Cougars got a couple of early goals from Garrett Land and Vittorio Massini. Land's second came just a moment ago. There's the clear. And you can hear Coach McKenna from here barking out the order.
Got to do it. It's amazing. By the end of the season, as a longtime coach myself, their vocal cords are tried and not so true.
Certainly tried and tested.
Sound like Peter Brady when his voice was changing.
Meanwhile, Sekiris, a little bit of trouble here, being hounded behind the cage. Up top, shot low. Sweeping offering there from, who was that? Blake Callender, the freshman.
Yeah, and there's a kid I want to keep my eye on here, number 15.
Had 4 goals, as you mentioned, against Kingswood. Here we go with a whistle, and he may have stepped in the crease
Stepped in the crease, yep.
Right idea for Jaden Smart, the senior, but violation there in front of the officials. So 2 minutes, and here comes Liam England, well out of the cage here. Fishes went over to the long pole, Alex May.
Nice job.
May
understanding where your personnel are, yeah.
May instead going to trot it back out. Massoni absorbs a hit, fires low, and that one ends up left.
Boy, he's got some MPH on these shots right here. They're just flirting with the low corners. I love that he's going low on a goalie who is really quick top to bottom.
Meanwhile, the sun is back out for the first time here late in the first quarter.
And that's going to be right in Norris's eyes soon.
Bobcat defense trying to communicate. Attack trying to get in place here for Derryfield.
See what they do out of this 1-4.
Land to his left. Forks it over. Stover made a man miss. Tries to go backdoor. It's tipped. It does end up with Maxwell. The junior retreats deep behind the net.
Smart. He was about to pass next man up, but he let the formation redevelop and hit the reset switch.
Trying to go to work now on Michaud, the defender. Up top, Cersoni let it loose.
Boy, he's missing by 3 or 4 inches on either lower corner. one of these days he's going to connect.
45 seconds remaining first quarter. Derryfield looking for a fourth goal. Bobcats hoping for a stop. Cross zone, Cersoni made him miss and then jammed up on the release. Good defensive effort. 2 Bobcats there. Ground ball goes to Oyster River. Long pass intercepted. Stover on the pick. Up top, Maxwell. Bullet shot there high. 24 seconds to go first quarter. Another quick restart. Cersoni right back to work. Looking for an open teammate? No, looking for a shot. Tough angle bouncer. Ends up out of play in the corner with 14 seconds.
Fast moving first period here, Nick.
Yeah. Explosive possession here. Cougars looking for a goal. Land going to run the gauntlet, gets stripped. Ball still loose. Final seconds here, first quarter. Bobcats end up with it. And Norris gives it a heave as we hear the bell. 3-0 Derryfield. Home team off to a good start. Looking to close down the year with a victory on senior night. Oyster River looks to respond when we come back. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week. It's presented by the New Hampshire Tomahawks.
New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse, not just in the state, but in the country. For over 20 years, 95% of New Hampshire All-Americans have been Tomahawks. Looking to get recruited? Their directors help each athlete find the right college fit through individual guidance, strong relationships, and consistent communication with college coaches. The New Hampshire Tomahawks offer year-round training camps and leagues for ages 3 to 18, and spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Well, Derryfield celebrating senior night. Final game of the regular season. And, well, coming out swinging. 3-0 Cougars. They got 2 early and 1 late. And Rich, as we talked off air, produced a number of shots through the first 12 minutes of action.
Yeah, it was a lot of rubber flying at the Oyster River goalie and just missing. But they were creating a bunch of good looks. You just said that. They're manufacturing opportunities, and it's just a matter of time before some of them drop. And, you don't get down about it. You just keep firing away. For their part, Oyster River's got to keep doing some of what it's doing, which is winning at the face-off dot. That was one of my keys. You got good face-off guys on both sides. And so far it's 3-1 for Oyster River, Newmarket. And if they can keep that up, they're going to keep it close just like they did with Portsmouth and Winnicott, Nick.
Both teams know their tournament seedings. In fact, all 10 are basically set in stone at this point. Derryfield will await the winner of the 7-10 matchup after securing the number 2 seed, 14-2 coming in under head coach Chris Hetler. And, of course, Oyster River 11-3. Good enough for the number 5 spot. They won 8 in a row, but were kept off the board there, Rich, in that first quarter.
Yep, and it surprised me. They scored 9 goals against each of Winnicott and Portsmouth. So there's a team that can, put the rock in the net. It's just I thought that Derryfield's defense at the end of the season, maybe last third, was starting to gel into something special. And so is Oyster Rivers for that part. Down the stretch with their 8-win winning streak, they've only yielded 5 goals a game, and pretty impressive.
Bobcats trying to get the swing of things here on the attack. They come back up top for Parker Woulette. Looking for a one-on-one here with Obi Musa. Shot and score.
That was a great speed dodge.
Able to get to his right and let it fly. Beats England to his left to make it 3-1.
And just look at this little hitch and go here. Sets him up, little split dodge with the speed, bang. And a long slide, couldn't get there, never really materialized.
So Parker Ouellette decided to take things into his own hands, the sophomore midi. Good one-on-one move to get the visitors on the board. 3-1 Derryfield. Coming just 40 seconds into this second quarter. Little pile up here, still loose. Land has the inside track for Derryfield.
Good fight.
But can't get to it. Finally, it's the face-off man, Jack Hatfield, to the rescue for the home team.
And
Derryfield. Sorry, Rich, go ahead.
I was going to say, you rarely say this about Derryfield, but they needed that face-off win.
Get it here. Now we'll work right to left in this second quarter and also working into the shadows as the sun begins to go down in the western sky here in southern New Hampshire. Garrett Land, 2 goals in that first quarter for the senior. Going to roll one out to his teammate Heath Mueller, the sophomore.
Love the roll pass.
Around the horn it goes. Land, right back to Maxwell. 2-man game here. Maxwell off the switch, finds a cutter, shot and score. Looks like a 5-hole. Emerson Stover knew what to do off ball there to make it 4-1 Derryfield.
Well, all the misdirection going underneath the crease here, and then a pass back against the grain to a beautiful cut right there by Stover. Recognition where the gap was, and then pinpoint pass. Hard to defend that, but also you could see the buckets were turned the other way. The, little ball watching right there.
Whistle, hold. It's going to go against Oyster River. It's Derryfield possession.
Yeah, Levesque just got his arm pinned, and you can't do that.
So some early action here in the second quarter. 4-1 Derryfield. If you're just joining us, it's the regular season finale here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. It's our game of the week presented by the New Hampshire Tomahawks. Nick Anastas, Rich McDonough here with you from Manchester. This one skipped near side. And now Mueller decides, let's go back up top for Vittorio Massoni.
That's a pretty good handle by Mueller right there to keep the ball alive.
Zersoni split dodge, and then this one wide.
Man, I think if I'm him right now, instead of these sidewinder shots, I'm going to go a little more vertical just to get command of things, you know. He'll get a strike if he goes vertical. He's just got such a cannon with the sidearm. But sometimes you just need to get yourself hitting the back of the net, and then everything starts to fall into place.
You can hear the call, Maryland High, coming from Coach Hetler on the home side. This pass knocked down. Zersoni trying to recover, lost his footing. Mueller helps him out with a step-down shot, but that bullet ends up wide left.
I got to say, Coach Hetler never called it Maryland anything until I moved up from Maryland and coached against them 10 years ago. He's a good man, good coach.
7 championships.
And mentored a lot of young people, and including my son, graduated under his tutelage here in 2020.
Derryfield, they've been close the last few years. A championship in overtime. Back in 2023, finished runner-up for the last 5. And expected once again to make another deep push in this year's upcoming tournament as the number 2 seed.
Without a doubt. And, Chad Vischer's just done great things at Portsmouth. And then Pat Snow, he's got a juggernaut this year at Winnicott. That was a good knockdown.
Just one loss. That was on opening night for Winnicott when they faced Portsmouth. The Clippers, by the way, the defending champs, end up as the number 3 seed. This one knocked back. Trying to get a handle on it here as the long pole, but he runs out of real estate. Patrick Massoni. And now a flag. This could be the first penalty of the afternoon.
Going to have a push.
2 officials on hand, as we mentioned. Tim Bethke, Mike Toth. penalty against Oyster River as Dom DeRosa, senior, jogs to the sideline. So an EMO for Derryfield. 30-second penalty on the board, nearly 4 minutes in here, second quarter. Oh, it's a Derryfield penalty. I'm sorry.
It's a Derryfield penalty.
Right. I misspoke.
Yeah, 30-second push.
That's
So
Alistair Wright.
Yeah, Wright got the one. He was just leaning in too far.
Right. So
he's going to play at Wentworth. Good player.
Yeah, he's in the box. Oyster River, midway through the EMO already, looking for a shot.
Nice ball movement, but the counter rotation for Derryfield, they're very seasoned at this.
Sakiris, step down bouncer. Just 2 seconds remaining on the EMO. Back to even strength. Shot off the post. Rings the bell before rolling out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bobcats.
Boy, Moody had some sizzle on that steak right there. Holy cow.
Alex Moody, the senior, looking to get himself going. Only one goal for Oyster River. That was from sophomore Patrick Woulette earlier in this second quarter. To his left, Southpaw going to fire. Blake Callender, one of the players you mentioned earlier, Rich, the freshman.
Yeah, really nice jab step and a wing dodge right there. Create himself some space. And he also recognized that he had an acre of room underneath with his own teammates camped out way far on the other side of the goal. High IQ for that freshman.
Nearly 5 minutes in, second quarter. This is Jaden Smart. Wants a one-on-one. Maybe. Gearing up. Here he comes. Makes the move to his right. Staying with him step for step is Derryfield's Vittorio Masoni. Good job by the sophomore there to force the pass. Reset button here off the screen. Sakiris, shot, score.
And I saw it coming. I could see number 22 looking for the ball. They were setting him up. They were picking away from him. Then they pick on ball. And, boy, he's got a rip there.
He does. The junior, Demetrius Sakiris.
Well, and one thing he did, Nick, and we've seen this time and again, good IQ. He used his own defender as a screen, much like players do in hockey. So that stick comes around the hip, and a goalie cannot detect it until it's too late. And when you have that kind of speed on your shot, you got a chance. Nice job.
Bobcat attack. Hoping to keep the momentum going. Face-off win here for the senior Cole Levesque. He's done a good job at X, as you highlighted. And now the Bobcats look for goal number 3 in their second straight here, hoping to cut the lead in half as we move toward the midway point second quarter. Here's Berger, Kilo, nowhere to go. Now back for Smart. Up top for Woulette. Coach McKenna issuing instructions. Woulette up top. Pulls it in overhead. Harrison Klein, the freshman. Klein now in trouble. Woulette trying to bail him out. Got an 8-man pile here. That ball is still loose before Garrett Land gets a fortunate bounce. Here comes the senior for Derryfield. Up ahead, but the pass too high, intended for Patrick Masoni. It'll stay in bounds, though, before tangling up along the boundary was Derryfield Stover. Good hustle both ways, but this one goes to Finn Rice and the Bobcats.
Great job playing the miss by Stover right there, but as you said, as we saw down here on this end, he ran out of real estate.
Well, here's a takeaway at midfield.
Alex May jumped the pass right there. We're going to have it again.
Junior showing good instincts. Hooks up with Maxwell, his classmate. Maxwell pumps the brakes. Coach Hetler in his left ear here as we get things moving towards 5 minutes already. Been a quick moving first half.
And Maxwell looks like he's cramping up or he rolled an ankle a little bit. But that's about the third time, Nick, that we've seen Maxwell with that IQ pump the brakes and get his guys into position when it looks like they were going to try to jam something in. Better we have it than they have it.
Right. Shot Jammed up, ends up wide as a result. Goalie out of the cage, and it makes a difference. Good hustle by Grant Norris. Bobcats win the foot race and get possession.
Well, you had there was a really good check as the release was coming, and it pulled the shot wide where Derryfield wasn't backing up because it just wasn't the play design. Ball went wide, goalie, good reaction right there by Norris to get there.
Meanwhile, Norris's pass ends up out of bounds. Took a bounce away from the intended target, freshman Benson Holden Hunt.
He that giveth also taketh away.
Yep. Well, Musa gets set for the restart for Derryfield.
Yeah, I like this kid.
And draws a flag. First penalty against Oyster River on the way. 4.5 to go before halftime. Cersoni. Got a direct traffic here from behind the net. Coach Hetler crouching at the end of the bench, sees an illegal pick here. That'll bring the penalty for Oyster River. Stop the clock with 4:15 to go second quarter.
So we got a technical 30 penalty. Could not tell exactly what the hand call was. That was Mike Toth across the way. Might have been a push on that clear.
Yeah, the official's trying to figure out the restart spot, I think. Coach Hetler's going to take a timeout.
It's
right
a good
here.
TO.
Going to talk about it. Just over 4 minutes to go as the wind carries the balloon away here.
That's number 2 of the night.
Manchester. Our broadcast tonight is brought to you by the New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Find out more at nhtomahawks.com and also girls.nhtomahawks.com. By Beals Insurance, locations now in Bedford, Londonderry, and Epping. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. And finally by Jewett Construction. Come join us to build. Proud sponsors of their trade scholarship program. And as we talked about yesterday briefly, Rich, that winner has been announced. Pinkerton senior Justin Howell. Congratulations. Planning on going into the HVAC industry. And Jewett Construction doing a good thing now in their second year with the program. So bright future for Justin Howell, and we send our congratulations to the Pinkerton senior as well.
Yeah, I love seeing it. I coach a number of kids at Hollis Brookline. Real popular program in concert with Toyota of Nashua, and Nashua Community College was the automotive program. And these kids would get a great education, and they get a heck of a set of tools that even Jeff Spicoli would like.
There you go. Out of the timeout, Derryfield on the EMO here after the 30-second penalty. Already midway through. Backdoor shot stopped by Norris.
Nice piece.
Stover was on the doorstep, but the sophomore goalie jammed him up. Final 10 seconds of the EMO. Hatfield to his right. Cersoni thinking about it. Pass up top for Maxwell. Backdoor. Nobody home. Turned over as Oyster River kills off the penalty. Well done there by the Bobcats.
Absolutely, and then a good lift check right at the end of that sequence right there by Kavi Weber. He's the main Maritime commit that you mentioned just in the first quarter. And going up to D3, I coached a couple players who went Maine Maritime, had a good experience there.
Stover. Norris intercepted. Picked off by Mitch Labby. He's going to cross midfield here. Looking for something in traffic. Not much doing. Maxwell backdoor. Cersoni saved by Norris.
Boy, that was, I mean, there was all kinds of net to shoot at right there, and he just plucked that one out of there. Heck of a save.
Norris has looked good in this first half. Meanwhile, timeout is called. Not sure who had it there, Rich.
Yeah.
Well, Oyster River, they had 2 timeouts remaining. Derryfield with 1. Well, I guess we'll find out in just a moment. Meanwhile, Derryfield got off to that good start. 3-0 after the first quarter. Goals from Garrett Land, Vittorio Massoni, and then Land again. Oyster River on the board early, first minute, second quarter. Sophomore Parker Woulette made it 3-1. The answer came exactly a minute later from Derryfield's Emerson Stover. Then about the midway point second quarter, Demetrius Sekiris lit the lamp for Oyster River. So all even strength goals, 4-2 Derryfield as they look for their 15th victory of the season to close out the regular season schedule.
And they've got maybe a slight edge here, but ORN, they believe in themselves. Portsmouth had to pull away versus ORN earlier in the year. Again, Oyster River got 9 goals in that game as they did against Winnicott. What I really like is on senior night here, Oyster River makes the long drive out here. They've got a good crowd, as you said.
Right.
But they're staying close. They're punching back. And, that's a feisty team that you stay in it long enough, you get your chance, you pull one out.
Well, certainly on paper at least, a legitimate contender, 11-3 overall, and getting hot at the right time with the 8-game win streak coming into tonight.
And again, their only losses were to D1 Dover and then Portsmouth and Winnicott, and they were relatively close in those games, including Dover. It was 10-5, I believe, was the final. These Seacoast kids are really getting deep out there.
Bobcats looking to close out the first half on a high note. They trail by 2 goals. Going to take their time on this possession. Coach McKenna circling with his right hand here, trying to direct the traffic. Smart. Plenty of room up top. Musa, the defender. Smart trying to grind his way into him. Slide comes over. It's Hatfield. He escapes. Somebody's open. Can't find him. Woulette can't find the ball. It's taken away by Derryfield. Here comes Massoni. Down the middle. Shot. Score. Long pole wanted it for himself, and he lights it up. 5-2 Derryfield with just over 2 minutes to go until halftime.
I'll tell you what, he just eyeballed that when he left the offensive zone. There he is, scoops it up. There's no way he wasn't shooting. Wow, restraining line. That is a heavy-duty shot from a long pole. And that long pole, Nick, when that thing gets whipped like a Tiger Woods golf club bending,
right,
you get just some extra MPH on that, and it's also tough for a goalie to track.
Seems like the junior is a fan favorite as well after scoring that one. Always fun to see a defenseman get one on the fast break. Meanwhile, Hatfield, clean win there at X for the Derryfield junior.
And he's starting to win his battles.
The Cougars with a chance to extend their largest lead here. Again, Coach Hetler gives the instruction. Patrick Massoni looking to execute here. Also, it seems like the home team okay with grinding down this clock. Just $1:20 now remaining.
A win is a win.
Maxwell, wraparound shot, won't go. Land will escort the ball out of bounds to keep it at this end with Derryfield.
There's more of that Maxwell IQ. Kept his eyes upfield toward the top of the formation. No look, brought it back in a heartbeat, and that's a nice release. If he keeps after that, he'll open up the can eventually.
Mueller comes right, back door, can't find Sersoni. Maxwell, though, keeps it inbounds. Finds the cutter, Sersoni, shot and score. Pretty pass from deep behind the cage. Maxwell look to get others involved here in the first half. Sersoni's going to get his first goal, and it's 6-2 Derryfield.
But Maxwell, he's going to have, if they had a subscript here, he's done about 5 or 6 things that don't go in the scorebooks, right? He played the miss right there out of nowhere, kept his eyes upfield, and found a cutter. Beautiful job by number 1. So far, he is the glue holding this team together.
Derryfield's lead is 4 for the first time. 6-2 with less than a minute to play until halftime. And Hatfield, as you said, Rich, getting warm at X.
He is. He's 5-1 in this period. Yeah, that was too unfortunate choice on that shot. I'm watching Coach Hetler's body language right there.
Wasn't sure if that was a shot or a backdoor pass.
You know, it just didn't have any leverage, didn't have any room, and you have defensemen on your grill.
Right.
And, you're better off just running it out of dodge right there, getting to the top of the formation, hit the reset switch. Nick.
Coach McKenna, I believe, is going to use his final timeout here with 23 seconds remaining until halftime. Coming up at halftime, stats, highlights, analysis, full recap, out-of-town scoreboard, final night of the regular season, Rich. And as we've talked about, season comes and goes very quickly every spring, it seems like. It seems like it was yesterday.
I've been in this
right here in this spot on opening week.
I've been in this sport since '79. No aspersions cast, I hope. And it's like the growing season. I'm a Maryland product, and it's like the growing season here in New Hampshire. It goes starts late, ends early, ends quickly, but it's explosive along the way. And it feels to me like we just started, and we started here, Nick. It's been a lot of fun. But second season is upon us, Nick.
Right. The tournament begins next week, boys and girls, all divisions. And our coverage will cover both boys and girls as well. D1 girls quarterfinals next week. Then, Rich, shortly after that, you and I will have the boys' Division I semifinals to broadcast. That, of course, in conjunction with the NFHS network. Same thing with Championship Sunday. So a lot of postseason coverage still on the way for both boys and girls over the next, 2 weeks here.
Should be a
as
blast.
we head into June.
Should be a blast.
All right, immediate business. 23 seconds to go until halftime. Oyster River hoping to get one more before the bell.
Plenty of time to generate a good look here. You want to get into cycle right now, though. It's 15 seconds.
Willett up top, Sekiris had to fish for that one. Now 5 seconds, trying to make his move, stripped by Lucas Gaff. Junior anticipated it well. His teammate Wright will give it a final heave, and that'll bring us to halftime. Derryfield looking good in front of the home crowd on senior night. Halfway home, a 6-2 lead over Oyster River up on the board. Coming up, stats, highlights, analysis, full recap, out-of-town scoreboard. 6-2 Derryfield at halftime. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by the New Hampshire Tomahawks.
New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse, not just in the state, but in the country. For over 20 years, 95% of New Hampshire All-Americans have been Tomahawks. Looking to get recruited? Their directors help each athlete find the right college fit through individual guidance, strong relationships, and consistent communication with college coaches. The Tomahawks prepare players to compete at the highest level, providing access to the best regional and national tournaments for maximum exposure. More than 1,000 alumni have gone on to compete at the collegiate level, including the ACC, Big Ten, Big East, Ivy, Patriot, NESCAC, NE10, and more. At the New Hampshire Tomahawks, players train with the same coaches and teammates, building elite skill, chemistry, leadership, and confidence. Every session combines high-level, position-specific instruction for all positions. The New Hampshire Tomahawks offer year-round training camps and leagues for ages 3 to 18, and spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471 888-858-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another lacrosse program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse, not just in the state, but in the country. For over 20 years, 95% of New Hampshire All-Americans have been Tomahawks. Looking to get recruited? Their directors help each athlete find the right college fit through individual guidance, strong relationships, and consistent communication with college coaches. The New Hampshire Tomahawks offer year-round training camps and leagues for ages 3 to 18, and spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse.
Halftime here in Manchester. Derryfield leads Oyster River 6-2 in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by the New Hampshire Tomahawks. Nick Anastas, Rich McDonough with you. Final night of the regular season statewide. We'll get some scores in a moment. Derryfield celebrating their seniors on senior night and looking for their 15th victory of the season. They got off to a roaring start. Garrett Land got them on the board. Less than 3 minutes in, Vittorio Massoni followed shortly after. And then late in that first quarter, Land lit the lamp again. 3-0 Cougars after one. Oyster River broke the ice. Sophomore Patrick Woulette scored in the first minute of the second quarter. Emerson Stover, though, had the answer exactly a minute later. That pushed the Cougar lead to 4-1. The second Oyster River goal was scored by Demetrius Sakaris. Pretty shot as well. 4-2 at that point midway through the second. And then over the closing 2 minutes, Patrick Massoni, Dominic Sersoni. 6-2 Cougars at halftime. Of course, Oyster River going to need a comeback in the second half to extend their win streak to 9 games as they look to close out at 12-3. Two playoff teams here, Rich, looking like it through the first 24 minutes of action.
No doubt. And then, but Derryfield, you and I saw some numbers that were kind of eyebrow-raising. It was 3-1 in the face-off department in favor of Oyster River in the first quarter. And then, Hatfield flexed his muscle, and he won 6 in that third quarter alone to 1 for his counterpart. That's the tail of the tape right there. And what comes with that is a whole lot of ground balls. And when that happens, Nick, you start feeling the mojo. Everything starts to fall into place. You've got possession. You feel like we're going to keep possession, and then some good defensive plays. And, Derryfield looking the part right there.
And one final score to report. Earlier tonight, the defending Division I champion, Bishop Girton, got another victory. 16-9 over Exeter to close out the Cardinals' regular season. Of course, they're in the hunt for their 6th straight championship, which would be a new state record. 6 in a row has not been done yet. And also looking for trophy number 15 for the school, as they have won 14 championships, including the previous 5 under one Cameron or another.
It's been a heck of a run. Chris Cameron built a great program there. Brian's doing a good job, too. As you know, my son played all 4 years as a goalie there. And but, Bedford's looking strong, especially with Helton returning. Right. And obviously, Pinkerton Academy, team to beat right now. Yeah,
we're, I think, in store for a few good tournaments on both the boys and girls side. That includes these two teams. They'll participate in the Division II tournament. Again, seeding already locked going into the regular season finale. Derryfield, the number 2 seed. Oyster River will be number 5. Cougars turn it over. Maxwell couldn't reel that one in. And Oyster River now will counter right to left.
My guess is you'll have a Cameron in the booth with you for the girls tournament, right, Kristen?
We will.
She's fantastic.
We will. We paired up yesterday as Sauhegan took on Bedford. That game, by the way, is up on our YouTube channel at FNLNH Media.
Got sisters at the coaching helm of both clubs right there. That's coaching royalty right there.
This one turned over. And once again, the Cougars look to settle in on the attack. The 4-goal lead, Rich, was the biggest lead that Derryfield enjoyed. That's the current deficit. Backdoor. This one scuttled at the last moment. We get a whistle, and Oyster River is going to take it away.
I'm going to venture this is a first for either one of us, certainly for both of us as a partnership. We had twins scoring goals each in one half right there, the Massoni brothers.
On the boys' side, yes. We've seen it on the girls' side
previously
with a couple of different clubs, but you're right. Massoni, both checking in there in the first half for Derryfield.
Very good. That was nice. It's nice to see, and I talked to their mom pregame, and I'm sure she's real proud.
Big crowd here. In fact, supporters for both teams. The Bobcat fans made the trip from the seacoast. Submarine shot whizzes left. And out of play. Just over a minute gone by, third quarter. The Oyster River bench getting loud. Bobcats looking for a two-man game behind the net. Sekiris draws a slide. Short pass, funneled back to the top. Smart to create his own shot here to his right. A little bouncer there. Going to end up in front of the cage and then spray out of bounds. It'll stay with Oyster River.
Good creation there, though, by Jaden Smart. I like it, and then he got to the jump shot. Keep at it. They're clearing out a bunch of space for you up top and go.
Are they looking for one-on-one here?
Seems like it, but this kid, Sekiris, has a really good wing dodge. He takes that pick. That's how they scored in the first one.
And here he comes on the run. Shot, though, wide again.
I like his game.
Had the one goal in that first half. 2 goals, 2 assists in the win over St. Thomas that stretched the Bobcat win streak to 8 games.
They're working on Heath Mueller at the wing here right now.
This pass is dropped by Ouellette. Vittorio Massoni is knocked down for Derryfield as Ouellette recovers. That fired up both sidelines.
Yeah, good hit, good GBs usually do that.
Back to the cage. Bouncer ends up wide from Alex Moody.
Well, and there's Massoni on defense right there, but just a one-on-one battle right there. Little punishment, and then right there around the hip. Just missed.
Well, Sekiris on the restart. Fakes the pass, looks for a screen, picked up off the switch, still behind the cage, now a 2-man game. Spin move, poked away, turned over.
Beautiful job. Nice
Alex
lift.
May, the junior, he's putting together a pretty good game here, Rich.
Yeah, he sure is. He's very meaningful, and that was just a great, right on the gloves and the lift check right there. Look at that. Boom. He hung that stick on the back of his hip trying to shield it. May recognized it.
Mueller, backdoor. Sarsoni is stoned. Norris awaiting at the gate. Able to slam the covered door shut to keep it a 6-2 game.
He had 4 saves in that first half, but a couple were stellar, as we saw in that one.
Meanwhile, Weber. Side for Moody. Back up top for, this is Harrison Klein, the freshman. Klein going to cradle. Coach McKenna from the sideline. Looking to orchestrate here. Coach Hetler, arms crossed, watching the defense. Nearly 4 minutes in, third quarter. No change since halftime on the scoreboard. Still 6-2 Derryfield. Smart. Back for Klein. Klein to his right, being shadowed by Lucas Gaff. Back up top for Smart. Smart to his left, pivots right. Trying to dance away from Mueller, who's right there on his hip.
Yeah, he's not falling for that twice.
Picked up off the switch. Gaff trying to stay with him. Jump shot, too high, but it's backed up.
And that was great communication between Gaff and Mueller right there.
Meanwhile, a lengthy possession here for Oyster River.
Yeah, they've had it for 2 minutes plus.
Meanwhile, Derryfield has kept them in check. Only 2 goals. Both came in the second quarter. And Sekiris comes off the screen. Split dodge. Looking to get off the lefty shot. Ends up high and wide.
Boy, he's got both hands. It's an impressive kid. And he just came off the bench after getting a rest. So he's got fresher legs than Derryfield's topside defenders.
What's been the key here for the Cougars defensively?
I think they just communicate really well. Their stick skills when they try to dislodge the ball. You just saw Bradley right there with a beautiful check. Didn't get the ground ball, but they're accurate. Just as shooting accuracy is important, defensive checking accuracy is important without fouling.
5 minutes in, third quarter.
And their angles, when they approach, they keep the players out of the heart of the defense. You're not looking necessarily to stop north-south stuff, but you don't want your opponents to enter the heart or the interior. Some people call it the paint after the basketball thing.
Yep.
And they're just masters of taking the right approach, splitting the field in half, and keeping him there. Better there you are than there you go. They're very good at this.
Bobcats staying patient.
Oh,
big hit upstairs. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, and that was Masoni's going to go ride some pine right there. Here I was being highly complimentary of accurate checking without fouling.
Well, on the other side of that coin, Rich, is the persistence of the Bobcat attack. The longer you have to play defense, the more likely you may make a mistake. Right?
Yep, absolutely. And you saw the ball handler was about to bring his stick back looking for a pass, and Masoni tried to jump the gun, but he had the ball carrier had put on the brakes, and that left his helmet right in the strike zone.
Yeah. So no argument from the junior long pole Patrick Masoni as he skulks into the penalty box. He's played well tonight, scored a goal in transition, and is one of the defenders, frankly, in the division. There's Coach Hetler. So Cougars shorthanded here on defense. Second EMO for the Bobcats. Each team had a chance in the first half but failed to convert.
Well, there's a big opportunity right here.
First minute penalty of the game.
Right, the other two were technicals.
Nearing the midway point of this third quarter. Opportunity for Oyster River to get the first goal since halftime. Smart played it off the chest. Funnels it back top. Sekiris given room. Ouellette.
Here comes a drag and rotate.
30 seconds to go on the EMO. Sekiris spins, hooks up with Ouellette. That ball on the ground. Smart bails him out. 20 seconds on the EMO. Skip pass, step down, shot, save.
Boom.
Liam England able to track that one high. Just his second save tonight. Long pass on the clear here, trying to run out the remainder of the penalty. Maxwell keeps it in bounds, tiptoeing the boundary, and we're back to even strength.
That was a bit of wizardry by Maxwell. We've been seeing that all night long. He plays the miss beautifully. He did a little rope-a-dope. Defender thought it was coming down short. Maxwell goes to the line. Ground ball.
Here's a bouncer in traffic. Offered up by Vittorio Masoni. He scored in the first quarter. His teammate Garrett Land scored twice. Derryfield led 3-0 after 12 minutes. And 4-2 midway through that third quarter. Midway through the second quarter. Derryfield tacked on 2 goals just before halftime. The final 2 minutes to make it 6-2 at the break. And we've seen now 7 scoreless minutes here to open up the third quarter.
Yeah, Stover almost, wow, somebody that deflected off a teammate, I think. It might have been Labby inside, but Stover is bringing the heat, and they're trying to feed him right now. Right top side, number 14.
Couple of shots on the possession. Skip pass, Sersoni. Swim move, shot, score. And the penalty. Took a hit after the release from Finn Rice. Sersoni's second is going to put Derryfield out in front 7-2.
That was a thing of beauty. Swim move, shake and bake, split the 2 defenders on that little swim, bang, and then he takes the abuse as he gets it in the back of the net. Look at that. That's just gritty, going right down the slot, heads for the island, takes the punishment.
Gutsy take, and he did pay the toll.
That's all right. He's happy about it. Back of the net, and he ends that drought.
Yep. His team will take the penalty. Rice in the box. He's got the helmet tilted back as the official gives the signal. It's a lock penalty.
Did he call lock? I couldn't see across there. That's
so it's locked. 60 on the board. And the Cougars already enjoying their largest lead.
And it was post the goal, so it's dead ball, which means no face. That'll mess up our math, Nick. Or at least my math. You've shown you're pretty darn good at it.
Yeah. Just trying to keep up.
There we go.
All right, Land puts it in play, and Derryfield going to work this thing around. Wind picking up here. That's been a constant factor tonight.
It's a constant factor for 11 years that I've been up here. Nice ball.
Around the horn it goes, up top again. Land, step down, save. Norris below the knee for save number 6. The sophomore has stood tall tonight. Bobcats shorthanded, looking for the clear. Contested pass taken in near side by the long pole Weber. 15 to go on the Derryfield EMO. Tosses it perfectly over the top. DeRosa, near side, Moody. Wow. Shot, score. That's going to be a shorthanded goal. Still 6 seconds remaining on the Cougar EMO. Sniper stuff there from the near wing to make it 7-3.
Yeah, and those long passes create long movements from the defense right there, and then just not enough time to catch up. And that's just a really well-executed break. Man down, impressive. And it looked like, it was a rope-a-dope. He looked like he was heading for the alley where you would typically chew up the last 10 seconds of a man down situation. No dice.
Face-off win. That goes to Jackson Nemeth, one of the freshmen contributing today for Oyster River. Seen a few members of the class of 2029 on the field. Derryfield, though, going to take it away quickly and now slow things down here as we move towards 3 minutes to play in quarter number 3. Land given room. Now Cersoni, 2 goals tonight to his credit.
And OR's in a zone now.
First time we've seen this, right?
Yeah.
And it's the long pole up top defensively. Liam Markovitz, another freshman. Backdoor Land. The senior on senior night is going to get a hat trick. A bouncer to beat Norris 5-hole, and it's 8-3 Derryfield.
So many people say you don't dodge a zone. You got to dodge a zone from time to time because it breaks up the shape of the zone. Now watch this slide coming out of the crease. It was a too quick approach, and that allowed too much time and space over the top of goal line extended GLE right there. He should have broken down earlier in the sequence on the approach. And once you have to lunge, and he's got all the momentum going north to south from GLE, below GLE, it's lights out.
Another quick answer from Derryfield. We've seen that a few times tonight. As they get a goal 53 seconds after the Moody score a moment ago. Meanwhile, Hatfield runs out of room. Forced out of bounds, turned over. Well done there by the Oyster River Ride. Bobcats looking for something here, down 5. Goals have been hard to come by tonight against this Cougar defense.
Cougar D has been stellar, as they always are. Used to turn my hair gray.
This one on the turf.
Mission accomplished. But they're only yielding 5.4 goals a game in a classic Chris Hetler team.
Ground ball, Patrick Massoni. But can't find his teammate. Pass comes from behind the net, broken up, and finally taken away by the Cougars.
Got numbers, but look at the speed of the recovery right there, courtesy of Securus.
Yeah, catching up with Labby. Labby, though, nice job on the clear. Now Derryfield set to settle in. Final 100 seconds, third quarter.
Boy, if Securus doesn't have those jets, that is a 4-on-3 situation. Well done, young man.
Pass right side, Cersoni, let it loose. One sails off into the protective screen and will stay with Derryfield.
That had some smoke on it.
Cersoni, 2 goals tonight, looking for the hat trick. Of course, Garrett Land leading the way for Derryfield. He scored the first goal tonight, scored the latest goal a moment ago as well, and one in between. Senior with a hat trick tonight on senior night.
Gotta love it.
Derryfield, they're going to be the number 2 seed in the upcoming Division II tournament. A win tonight would finish the campaign at 15-2. And Derryfield will await the winner of a first-round preliminary matchup between the 7 seed and the 10 seed. Oyster River, they're going to be paired up in the quarterfinals as the number 5 seed. So
4 seed.
4 seeds.
St. Thomas got the 5.
That's right. So they'll have a home game.
Yeah, courtesy of their big win over STA. There you go, Nick.
Back door, it's Emerson Stover.
That's his second of the night, I think.
It is. Stover scored back in the second quarter. He scores again here in the third with $1:17 to go. 9-3 as Derryfield's lead continues to grow.
Yes, those two teams know each other real well. Seacoast matchup at the 5-4. That has good
And they
game.
just played.
And it was 11-4 win for OR. I think St. Thomas will be a little readier. Not that they weren't ready, but they'll be a little more motivated. But these kids grew up playing with Seacoast. You got your Hooligans Club out there. Good stuff.
Final minute, third quarter. DeRosa getting hacked at here. Survives. Barely.
That's the right word there. Right verb.
Got the pass off before losing his balance.
It was an athletic adjustment.
That was a good play.
Yeah.
Now Smart, 45 on the clock, looking for guidance from Coach McKenna.
Yeah, they'll hold for 1.
Comes Securis.
Unless it's Securis. This kid can smoke it.
30 seconds, third quarter. Smart up top. Shakes, bakes, fires, stopped. England with the save and then smothers up the ground ball. Long pass. Cersoni plays it off the bounce. 15 seconds. Long pass for Maxwell, won't get home. Ball on the turf. And we got a hold going against Derryfield.
Yeah.
9 seconds remaining. Quick restart. Woolette trying to swim upstream. Looking for midfield. Gets it. 3 seconds. Leaves it for Smart. Smart trying to find Securis. It won't matter as the horn sounds. 9-3. Derryfield with their largest lead as we head to the fourth quarter. Cougars looking for a win on senior night. Oyster River looking to extend their win streak to 9 games. Going to have to do it from behind with 12 minutes remaining. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week. It's presented by the New Hampshire Tomahawks.
New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse, not just in the state, but in the country. For over 20 years, 95% of New Hampshire All-Americans have been Tomahawks. Looking to get recruited? Their directors help each athlete find the right college fit through individual guidance, strong relationships, and consistent communication with college coaches. The New Hampshire Tomahawks offer year-round training camps and leagues for ages 3 to 18, and spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Derryfield with a 9-3 lead over Oyster River as we begin this fourth quarter here in Manchester. Nick Anastas, Rich McDonough. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by the New Hampshire Tomahawks season finale. Both teams look to polish their swords before next week's tournament. These two both considered Division II contenders. Ground ball won by Oyster River, but we have nearly a turnover in the corner before it is recovered by the long pull for the Bobcats, KV Weber. Oyster River, they've trailed the entire way so far. Derryfield got on the board early And their lead has continued to grow. Cougars a 3-0 lead after one, a 6-2 lead at halftime, and now 9-3 as we navigate through the opening minute of this fourth quarter. Cougars looking for their 15th win of the season, hoping to close out at 15-2. Well, again, Oyster River going to have to do it from behind if they want to earn their 12th win and their 9th straight.
And having coached here as an opposing coach at the Cougar Bowl, it is a tough place to come back.
Yeah. It's been windy here. We've had a big crowd, senior night festivities. This shot ends up
It's
in the
snuck
goal.
in.
Yeah, it did.
Seeing eye ball.
That one from deep. Sekiris, his second. And Oyster River hanging around, back within 5 at 9-4.
Yeah, good pass up top. Bang, 12. Was it?
Oh, it was the face-off
It was Levesque.
Yeah, Cole Levesque, the senior. I'm sorry.
That was a good pull.
Number 12, not number 22. Levesque hasn't played that much on offense tonight, but took his shot there. Sneaks it in just past the right hip of Liam England. So good start to the fourth quarter for Oyster River. Back within shouting distance at 9-4.
And I've been around this sport forever. It's not impossible, Nick.
Well, we know Coach McKenna is going to keep his dogs in the fight, so to speak, here.
Sure, but if they can cut it to 10-5, 10-6 with, say, 9 minutes left, it's a ball game.
Right.
I said 10, excuse me, 9.
On the restart.
And then you get possession. It's the way you got to manufacture it.
Been a good battle at the face-off, X, as you predicted. And Oyster River is going to need an advantage in this fourth quarter to come back.
Well, we saw Hatfield really flex in period 2, but Oyster River battled back and won 3. Wow, there you go.
Shot and score. It's Levesque again.
Jeez.
From straight away, beats him low down by the ankle. 2 straight for the face-off guy, the senior Cole Levesque. Helping out the attack. It's now 9-5 Derryfield.
33 seconds apart. Like I said, Nick, not impossible. You want to chip away at it. Realize you don't have to do it all at once. It doesn't hurt to have 2 goals inside of 40 seconds, though.
Not at all.
And then here, get possession, get the rock, win a face-off, and do it again. And he jumped.
Violation against Oyster River. Levesque thought it was against his counterpart there. Instead, Derryfield's going to work right to left. 2 minutes in here, fourth quarter, on what's been a windy night here in the Queen City.
Yeah, Tim Bethke was right on top of that, literally, and I think he doesn't miss many.
No. Done a good job tonight. 2-man crew. Tim Bethke, Mike Toth, 2 veterans.
Big time.
They're about to be busy the next couple of weeks with the tournaments.
Without a doubt. They reffed a lot of the games I coached. Very good people and excellent officials.
Vittorio Massoni, that shot won't get through. Ball ricochets out of bounds. And stay with Derryfield. Good hustle by Land.
And again, it's still a shot. So even though it went out of bounds in front of us,
right,
you got to run it out. And he who is closest to the ball, where it goes out of bounds, at the moment it goes out of bounds, gets the nod. Wow.
Folks at home can hear it.
We are not at the top of Mount Washington.
So, fourth quarter attack, Rich, with a lead. To change a bit, or is Coach Hetler still keeping the foot on the gas?
I think, you got to be yourselves. You don't want to play yourself out of rhythm. And this team, OR, you don't want to mess with them. There you go.
Shot and score, Vittorio Massoni. High to low, may have went 5-hole.
It did.
Good placement by the junior midi. His second score makes it 10-5.
And they played a little cat and mouse game on the alleged substitution. He went back in, got it into his left hand, bang, zoom. That was John Tillman-esque use of the phony substitution game. Send your guy top side, and then he goes right back in. Rope-a-dope. We've said that a few times tonight.
Yep. Well done, well executed.
Really. And John Tillman, for folks at home, is the coach of Maryland.
Meanwhile, Hatfield played well tonight at X. Wants a goal for himself, and he'll find one.
There you go.
Goes all the way and beats the goaltender with a bouncer to make it 11-5 as Derryfield matches their largest lead.
And that kind of answers your very good question just a few seconds ago, Nick. You know, if you're Derryfield, what do? You don't want to take yourself out of rhythm going into the postseason. Even if you come out with a close win, you want to play yourself back into fight and trim. And it's exactly what they did. They said, we are going to be ourselves. Let us press the hammer, hit the hammer. Let's go.
And of course, the big goal, the ultimate goal for Derryfield, win another championship. That would be the 8th in school history and their 6th at the D2 level.
Fully capable of doing it again this year, absolutely. Interesting to see how they work this out. So you get a violation in traffic with a push.
Oyster River will keep it. Just over 3 minutes gone by, fourth quarter. Bobcats looking to get to work, trailing by 6.
Still doable. You just got to do it all over again. You just cut that lead down to 3 goals, and Derryfield punches right back.
Willett on the run, plays the bouncer off to the left.
Nice little speed sweep.
Sophomore has played well tonight.
Yeah.
Scored the first goal for Oyster River back in the first half. Bobcats, as you said, the number 4 seed, win or lose tonight. They get a berth in the quarters and a home game in the quarters.
Mm-hmm. Very important.
And again, even if they fall short tonight, 11 wins. Certainly a step forward for the program under Coach McKenna.
Absolutely. They lost to Derryfield in the quarters last year, and teams know each other. But with 3 different first-year coaches in a row, pretty impressive.
Oh, nice dodge there.
Little toe drag by Cersoni. Woo.
Pretty. He's played well, as he usually does.
Yeah.
Hat trick now for the junior. And the largest lead on the board for the Cougars, 12-5.
Just when you thought OR was creeping back into it, Derryfield answers back on its home field on senior night,
right,
saying, no, I think we're going to do what we do.
The junior, Dominic Cersoni, scored in the final minute before halftime. Scored one back in the third quarter and gets one here, 4.5 into the fourth. Right. Derryfield has now strung together 3 straight goals. That's also the longest goal run of the game.
And obviously we're seeing why he was first team All-State last year at the D2 level. But he's just a terrific player, nice family. Got to talk to his dad pre-game.
So the uphill climb just got a little steeper for Oyster River, and now a turnover in the corner as Patrick Masoni chops it away.
Just nice job of winning your man-on-man matchups right there. You just create a misstep, player goes down to the dirt, and then just a takeaway wrap.
Right on the clear for May. May up top, Cersoni didn't like it. Jogs to safety here on the near wing.
I saw May looking at that cage. I was, is he going to shoot or not? Oh.
Big hit. Cersoni, a little payback for a shot he took earlier. Sekiris in the mix, and we get a timeout. This thing's getting physical at midfield. Coach Hetler preserving the possession. The timeout coming as we near the midway point here, fourth quarter. Our broadcast is brought to you by the New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. You can find out more at nhtomahawks.com and also girls.nhtomahawks.com. By Beals Insurance, locations now in Bedford, Londonderry, and Epping. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. By MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. And finally by Jewett Construction. Planning, architecture, construction management. Come join us to build something great. Proud sponsors of their scholarship program, their trades scholarship program. And, of course, the winner was announced last week, Justin Howell, senior from Pinkerton. Well-deserved. Number of candidates, number of qualified candidates, but Justin, who plans to pursue a career in HVAC, is named the winner in 2026. So we appreciate Jewett Construction. We wish Justin good luck. We'd like to speak with him, perhaps, at some point here over the next couple of weeks. But
sounds good.
But good stuff happening there with Jewett Construction.
Maybe they'll advertise Justin's new company.
All right, we've got here, Rich, 6:40 to go.
Yeah.
A 7-goal lead for Derryfield. Anything different from Oyster River, game plan-wise, that they can do to try and climb back in the game?
I mean, you could press out at this point, but Derryfield's been, found its accuracy. They're not putting the ball on the carpet as much as they were maybe in the first half. Some unforced errors. I mean, you got a giant awakened on senior night here. I don't know what you want to do. You don't want an incredibly lopsided loss, but you don't want to take yourself out of defensive rhythm either.
Nice save there. Grant Norris, he's been one of the bright spots tonight. Sophomore has been tested for sure, but he's stood tall more often than not with 7 saves unofficially.
Yeah, 4 or 5 of those were really lights out, terrific saves.
Right.
As a goalie myself, I look at that, and you and I have gotten to chat about it. We've seen some excellent goaltending this season.
We certainly have.
And we've seen what it does for the motivation of your team.
Bobcats back on the attack as we pass the midway point, fourth quarter.
That is excellent team defense right there.
Yeah, it forced the freshman to give it up. Ends up on net. England, the outlet pass, and right on the clear. The long pole hooks up with Maxwell. The junior being chased here by Finn Rice. Those two have gone at it tonight. Closing in on 5 minutes to play, fourth quarter. Sun beginning to set here in southern New Hampshire. What's been a windy night in late May. Final night of the regular season statewide. The Division II tournament on the boys' side already locked in going into tonight. Derryfield will be the 2 seed, Oyster River the 4. We get a flag here.
Probably a hold.
Second penalty coming against Oyster River. Meanwhile, Vittorio Massoni, good move to get the shot off, but off target. And now the Bobcat penalty comes with 4:41 to play.
And it is a hold.
Two penalties now each way. No EMO goals. We saw a shorthanded goal from Oyster River earlier in this second half.
Yeah, that was impressive.
30 seconds on the board.
And that penalty looks like it was enforced on Toby Berger Kilo.
Maxwell. Mueller had his eye on it. Rice trying to grind out the ground ball for Oyster River. Still loose in the corner. 10 seconds on the penalty. It is scooped up by the Bobcats, and we do get a timeout from the Oyster River sideline. Coach McKenna will have possession. His team still going to be shorthanded for 7 seconds here with 4:17 remaining.
I've seen them play good ball shorthanded. You just mentioned that goal right there. That was a good look coming up for Heath Mueller. He just took his eyes off the ball when he was trying to catch it loaded and wind up. It happens. That's all. It's unfortunate, but part of the game.
Is there a chance he was too open, so to speak, there?
Like, sometimes you can be so open that you're shocked,
That's what I mean.
You look at my own dumb luck. Hope nobody's watching or filming, especially Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire.
No, Mueller's played well tonight, especially on defense. The sophomore, pretty good two-way midi here.
Very good two-way midi.
And seemingly has gotten better as the season has gone on.
Well, Coach Het, he is a modern thinker for sure, but he's also an old-school Liverpool, New York guy where two-way players in central and upstate New York were epic, legendary, that kind of play.
Right. Syracuse area, of course.
Yeah. I had to play a bunch of those guys from high school and college, and it was always an adventure.
Of course, Coach Hetler went on to the pros.
He did, Boston Cannons.
As a goaltender, and has been in the coaching game now for quite a while. He's been here at Derryfield as the school's head coach and athletic director for the past few seasons. And again, looking for ultimately his 8th championship as the head coach. Again, 5 of those 7 that he's already won came at the Division II level.
And just one of the best in class. First guy I got to know when my family and I moved up from Maryland.
Is that right?
In 2015. We took a tour of the campus, and, ultimately we head for HB, and then my son Joe transferred in. But he is just a fine mentor and guide for these young people.
As we resume, Bobcats kill off the penalty, launch a long pass from Cage. It's going to bounce out of bounds. A little miscommunication there, perhaps, on the clear attempt.
Well, they were forcing the long ball, and when you force that long ball, you get near side pressure, backside's open, but you flirt with mistakes. It's designed to force the unforced error. Kind of oxymoronic right there.
Right for Mueller. They get the clear done. Now Maxwell goal line extended. We'll look to tick down some clock here as we move inside of 4 minutes. Derryfield has led wire to wire. Looking for another, though. Land was open. Goes between the legs to try and salvage that one, but despite the creative attempt, it ends up with the goaltender Norris.
And there's another one we just discussed. You take your eye off the ball thinking you got a surefire thing and it's going to be in the back of the twine. Here comes another one of those long passes.
Yep.
And right in front of us, goes out of bounds.
Over the head of Ben Rice, the intended target. Hatfield given the green light on the restart. The Derryfield junior hooks up with Sersoni. And again, the clock watching continues as we move towards 3 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. Hatfield will make that Maxwell. Looks for Land. Land takes a shot in the helmet and then goes tumbling down as the ball and a penalty is thrown. Penalty flag near midfield is thrown. And a penalty is on the way against Weber of Oyster River. 3rd Bobcat team penalty today.
I think you got a hold on him right there.
Comes with just inside of 3 minutes remaining. Coming up after the game, stats, highlights, analysis. Full recap. Out-of-town scoreboard. And the Derryfield fans, they're going to eat because we can smell that grill.
It smells pretty darn good, doesn't it?
From here, yes.
I'll see if I can rustle up some chow.
30-second penalty against Weber. So 3rd EMO of the night for Derryfield. Stover, a drop pass on the wing. Land helps him out. Fires and scores.
BB.
A bullet low. Goal number 4 for Garrett Land, the senior, having one of his better games, perhaps of the season. That one makes it 13-5.
Well, that's saying a lot because he's a very good player here. Just has, the fumbleitis in traffic, but then, boy, what a low, beautiful release. Worm burner, back of the net.
So the EMO goal brings us back to even strength as we see that one more time from Garrett Land. Meanwhile, a little change up from Coach Hetler at the faceoff, ex-Obi Musa. Going to try his luck here against Oyster River senior Cole Levesque.
Yeah, he's a physical player, Musa is. I like it.
Ouellette able to juggle it to safety. And the Oyster River sophomore sprints past midfield on the clear. Sekiris. 2 goals for the Bobcats tonight. But nowhere to go here on the near wing for the junior. Looks back up with Ouellette up top as we tick down to 2 minutes to play. Derryfield closing in on their 15th win of the season. Sekiris trying to spin away from Alistair Wright. Somehow sneaks that one in on the wraparound.
Boy, what a move.
We saw what he could do from distance. Now we see what he can do near the cage. Pretty footwork there to make it 13-6. That goal also ended 4 unanswered from Derryfield. So a streak comes to a close there.
One thing he recognized was he's got Wright, D3 bound, lanky player at trailing him, and he used his trail defender as a portable screen, if you will. Went right around the hip.
Meanwhile, Levesque versus Musa rematch won by Levesque for Oyster River. However, the Bobcats are just about out of time here, trailing 13-6 with 100 seconds to play. Sekiris not going to quit, though. Goes into a cloud of white and lost the ball before recovering on the near wing.
Boy, he has speed.
He does.
I mean, clearly clearly the fastest player in the offense right now, or on the field in this setup right now. Try to find some more ways to get him loose.
Of course, both teams looking forward to next week's tournament. 2 of the top 4 seeds on display here tonight. Derryfield the 2, Oyster River the 4. Here's the freshman calendar. Trying to split a double team, lost the ball near the cage. England the recovery. Bounce pass from the goaltender, taken in from Patrick Masoni, the long pole, and then he fires a pass too high. Trying to find Maxwell, it's turned over. Down to 41 seconds. Seems like the wind is getting more intense.
It is.
Intensifying here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they know we didn't bring jackets.
Another play from behind there from May. Trying to secure the ground ball, and he's played well.
Yeah, he's had a very good night. Speaking of guys who had a good night.
Cersoni with a hat trick. He's going to take over here and wind down this clock. Final 10 seconds. A wire-to-wire win for Derryfield on senior night. Coach Hetler has got the Cougars at 15-2 as they head into the tournament. Oyster River sees an impressive 8-game win streak come to an end here on the road. Final score, Derryfield 13, Oyster River 6. Postgame coming up next. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by the New Hampshire Tomahawks.
New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse, not just in the state, but in the country. For over 20 years, 95% of New Hampshire All-Americans have been Tomahawks. Looking to get recruited? Their directors help each athlete find the right college fit through individual guidance, strong relationships, and consistent communication with college coaches. The Tomahawks prepare players to compete at the highest level, providing access to the best regional and national tournaments for maximum exposure. More than 1,000 alumni have gone on to compete at the collegiate level, including the ACC, Big Ten, Big East, Ivy, Patriot, NESCAC, NE10, and more. At the New Hampshire Tomahawks, players train with the same coaches and teammates, building elite skill, chemistry, leadership, and confidence. Every session combines high-level, position-specific instruction for all positions. The New Hampshire Tomahawks offer year-round training camps and leagues for ages 3 to 18 with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another lacrosse program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse, not just in the state, but in the country. For over 20 years, 95% of New Hampshire All-Americans have been Tomahawks. Looking to get recruited? Their directors help each athlete find the right college fit through individual guidance, strong relationships, and consistent communication with college coaches. The New Hampshire Tomahawks offer year-round training camps and leagues for ages 3 to 18, and spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse.
Derryfield, big win tonight, 13-6 on senior night. They wrap up the regular season with their 15th win and will enter next week's Division II boys tournament as the number 2 seed. Oyster River tonight, they see their 8-game win streak come to an end. Still a good season at 11-4. They'll be the 4 seed in next week's tournament. Nick Anastas, Rich McDonough with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by the New Hampshire Tomahawks. A wire-to-wire win tonight for the Cougars. Garrett Land led the way. Rich, 4 goals tonight. Got off to that good start, scoring the first goal of the night, and then never really looked back. Had help from Dominic Cersoni, who ends up with 3 goals of his own. Great effort defensively by Patrick Masoni. His brother Vittorio cashed in with 2 goals as well. And then for Oyster River, strong performance in defeat from junior Demetrius Sakaris, who scored 3 goals and looked impressive. Had help in cage from Grant Norris, sophomore under attack a lot tonight. Ended up with 8 unofficial saves. And well, all in all, each team got to kind of get a sense of the other, as they may or may not have a rematch at some point during the postseason. I suppose it would have to be during the championship round, but that's not off the table, as these 2 teams certainly considered contenders going into the tournament.
Absolutely, and we saw, Oyster River, they're missing Kais, their terrific player,
right. Their
attackman tonight. And I think that hurts. It's disruptive of the chemistry that you achieve, you build up throughout the course of the season, especially when you're on a 8-game winning streak. Hopefully they get them back on the field and they get their mojo back as we head into tournament time. But, they kept it close against 2 of the best teams in the state, both top 10 teams, and Derryfield here tonight. And, legitimate team. I like their chance against St. Thomas in the quarters.
Yeah. We're looking forward to providing more tournament coverage coming up next week. Girls Division I quarterfinal on Thursday. And we're busy over the weekend as the girls tournament wraps up first. And then we have our partnership in place once again with the NFHS Network. We'll be broadcasting in conjunction for the boys D1 semifinals and again on Championship Sunday. Want to thank Coach Hetler. He's the athletic director here at Derryfield. Always a pleasure, especially on short notice. Of course, our sponsors, big once again tonight, getting this one up off the ground. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, Beals Insurance, MG Sports Fundraising, and Jewett Construction. For our team here at Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, including videographers Matt Beals and Kristen Beals. Another bang-up job behind the lens tonight. The whole thing orchestrated flawlessly by the man behind the curtain, the wizard of replay, our director Ben Beals, back in the Beals Insurance Studios. For executive producer Steve Beals and my partner, Rich McDonough, my name is Nick Anastas saying so long. Final score, final time, Derryfield 13, Oyster River 6. This has been a presentation of our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by the New Hampshire Tomahawks.